Okay, 3 for the trifecta. Welcome to Word from Your Mother. This is going to be a Just Facts, man. Because I've been getting weird vibes and sad readings. And I can't keep dude out. I'm no longer sure who I'm reading. And I'm confused. So, the Just the Facts, ma'am, I try to do, well, when I'm on schedule, I do 3 a day, and I do this one the last. It has 2 altered decks, this one and this one. There are no major arcana in it or court cards, because I can never tell who I'm reading. Now, I'll be clarifying with an unaltered one, but this will come up last, if necessary. Anyway, the short story is that this is you. Dude may find a way in here, he may find a way in here, and he can certainly be here, and he can show up later. But, ideally, this is you. Because if I'm confused, you're confused. And the usual spiel for this reading is that it's really not a reading. It's more a way of, we're figuring out what we want. We're thinking about it. You know, and maybe that'll help me being confused, and maybe that'll help whoever this reading is for not be so sad. Because, man, okay. So we got the 6 of Cups, soulmates, nostalgia, a feeling of wish I could get a time machine, get back in the good old days, and Citrus, which says you're protected by angels and guided intuition. Listen to your intuition. And you're a little citrusy. Don't let the sun go down on you. You know, some of these things I say are just things that the picture brings, okay? Take them, leave them. I don't even remember, okay? They come and they go. Okay, and then we got the 3 of Wands upside down, and under here we had the 3 of Wands too. Oh, okay, so you're not able to go. I'll finish up here and I'll go back. Slingshot, tension, strain, sudden anxiety, pressure, launch, stressed, pull, set in motion, focus, begin, force, change, pulled in opposite directions, ready, aim, fire. Okay. What I was going to say is, you know, I lay these out and I don't look at these usually. If I do, I'll tell you about it. But what we had on the bottom was the 9 of Cups, and to change, to reconnect, to reward. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles, which is all that you want is for everybody to work together, right? But then we have a fish hook. Powerless, feeling helpless, paralyzed, vulnerable, a trap, temptation, bait, the con game, the great catch, the luck, the prosperity, the resourcefulness, the abundance, the multiplication principle. Okay. And what came to me when I first looked at this was that you've been doing some growing, and that you're pretty happy with the results that are showing up in you, right? And then you get the offer of a truce, the desire to reconnect that you regard with warranted suspicion, and that you're of 2 minds about it, which is what this says too, because you wish it could work. But you really should be looking to your future. That's what I saw when I first looked at it. And pulled in opposite directions, ready, aim, fire. You need to get your focus down and maybe improve the tool that you're using. And you're putting off. Are these broken tools useful to you because you want to proceed at the slowest possible rate because you are trying to hold it back? Because it's comfortable. It's home. You know what's up. You know who you're expected to be. Even if it's not great, you know what's going on around you. Okay. Why does that always look different? I don't know. I'll have to be finding out. Okay. And then we got an empty chair. Someone is leaving your life. And you're putting it off. You're leaving You have no focus. Nostalgia, the good old days. A bit astringent. Your protected spirit's trying to talk to you. Someone is leaving your life. The Ace of Pentacles. All bets are completed, or all obligations are complete. Listening to one's needs and balance. No longer obligated to this Ace of Pentacles. Because remember, the help comes with strings. Who's leaving your life? Who's leaving this relationship? Staff. You will be taken care of in difficult times. That goes back to the angel protection. But you should be leading that army. You know, step out strong. 5, 6, 7, 8 of Pentacles. Hard at work. But you feel lonely and confined. You're detached. You're remote, secluded. You're going to go within. You insulate, disengage, to close off, to be kept apart, to quarantine, separate, divide, disconnected, sequestered. That's a 3 of Swords. That's a broken heart. So you're, but wait now, because you're hard at work, sequestered and thinking it out, right? Well, that's this too, because you've come a long way, baby, to mimic a Virginia Slim commercial. Okay, you've come a long way, and you had to take yourself away so that you could get there. You can't. Or that's what you're going to have to do. That's what you're going to have to do. No longer obligated to this help that wasn't worth it. Trying to regain your focus, but you're doing it in the slowest way possible. I guess maybe you're hanging out trying to heal. You are protected. You could probably believe in yourself a little bit more. They'd like to see that. Remember I was talking about you should be out there leading the fray? You're protected, but don't rely on it. You run out that door like you're Hercules, okay? Or whoever you can be. Put your best foot forward. No more. Don't keep on holding it back. This, you can't. Well, I know why you're doing it. I'm trying to avoid that conversation. Hawthorne, rest, peace, meditate, and breathe. You're trying to, it's the final countdown. You're training for the Olympics. Trying to recuperate, trying to focus. The last couple readings I had, we had a lot of loss and grief. And maybe you're trying to get back on track after that. With an empty chair, what do? It's freedom, but at what cost? You are protected. Listen to your own needs. Find your own balance. It's good to be alone. And you deserve this. There's a conversation coming you don't want to have. You better get ready. It's not over yet. I know what's done is done. But there's another conversation that you don't want to have, and you've got to recover from this loss, this sadness, so that you can it's not over. And if we can jump into the old characters, I know I took them out. This is why I took them out. If we were to jump into the usual suspects, then I would say it's the same 2 people, which I will not name unless they come. But here's your clue. One of them. So if it's not him, then it's the other one. The other one is coming. And that is, well, we'll see. But see that's the one that's offering the truce, and you're suspicious of it because what do they want from you, right? But all you ever wanted was for everybody to get along, for it to work. And now it comes. But you've come a long way. And maybe what you want is no longer the same. And maybe you're not really aware of it either. Not until you get this offer of the truce and you kind of don't want it. You're like, oh. And really, you should be looking toward your future. Striding out with big strides. Put your big boy pants on. I know I keep saying big boy and Hercules. I don't know why I'm talking to a man. But I could be anybody. You're holding yourself back. No longer obligated because of a loss. You are protected. Don't rely on it. I shouldn't even have told you. You should be suspicious. It's probably a fish hook, you know? Okay? Yeah. Show me the Six of Cups and the offer of a truce. See, and you love this person. This isn't like a soulmate, a lifelong connection. This is doing what you never thought you'd do. Remember? The offer of a truce. The offer to, the desire to reconcile. Six of Pentacles. They need something. Three of Swords. That's what broke your heart last time. Being used. Being betrayed by someone who you love dearly. So you're leaving in the slowest way possible. It confused you. So you're doing what you never thought you'd do, and that confuses you as well. You're holding off doing it. You don't want to do it. Because where are you without this relationship too? And it's all that you wanted for so long. Or well, this is kind of your recent past, right? This is something that's done. So, but you was dragging your feet about this relationship, trying to make it work, and they just betrayed you at every opportunity because you had the money. And that's what the broken heart is about. They were just using you. It wasn't really... Sorry. I did not know that was coming. I do know I was going to flip this, though. I may not be done. Oh my God. Where would you be without the relationship? You held it off because you had the money. Tension. How long can I do this? And act like I don't know that they're using me. Of two minds about this. You want to help. You don't want to be used. Something's got to give. There's the conversation that you don't want to have. Maybe you want to have two dudes, two conversations. I'm gonna keep us in the deck. Wasn't worth it. Okay. And then Spirit, can you tell us some more about someone leaving her life? Confusion. Doing what you never thought you'd do. You do have options. What will you do now? The Empress. It's going to be about you. which is logical, right? And healthy. Can I say healthy? And an announcement, a page of wands. This could be a child. All pages can be children, but they're small energies. They're weak. This guy's learning communicational skills, perhaps. Stepping into this space. You now control this space that someone else used to. And you have to learn to navigate it. And what are you going to do? What are you going to do now that you're running the show? Now this is, I would think that some time has passed, okay? But anyway, it's time, there's going to be lots of people talking about you pretty soon. And you are no longer obligated to this Ace of Pentacles. Or it could be they need your help. Are you going to help them? Listen to your needs. Alrighty then. Oh my God, what have I done? The request to reunite, the request for a truce. And I told you you're skeptical of it, and you should be. Are you going to help them again? They need your help again. Can't let this person back. Never going to get rid of them. They can't do it without you. I'm sorry about the crunching. I know you can hear it. Fight, 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 fight. Okay. You will be taken care of in difficult times. Everything's going to be alright. Someone else. You've got people looking after you, right? Angels looking after you. A touch of good luck that someone else would like to benefit from. And you know it's not worth it. You're done with this. You can't do this anymore. Can't do it. But you can do you. Okay. Now coming into our energy is the Eight of Pentacles. Hard at work with self-work, self-care, and isolation, healing. To do the inner work, to move beyond the pain. In some way, this has to matter. And the only way, because this is bad, there's no happy ending here. The only way is to grow, so that you will never be here again. That is my official. Well, let me just shut up. You need to be lonely. Glad to be alone. Too much fighting. You got to get away from it. You're not going to play the game. You refuse to play the game. That's the only way to win. Not going to play. Boundaries, no. Which flipped out of this deck. The card that says no flipped out of this deck when I was shuffling it. And don't give to their bullshit either. Keep yourself separate. And there you are, separate as hell. Cabin. Separate as hell, a little cabin on the lake. And you don't want no companies, and no, you can't come over. Don't call me. And then we got 5, 6, 7, 8 of, oh yeah, communication. And communication, the conversation you don't want to have. About them needing your help again. because they think you're a fucking ATM. Because you have it. Because they don't. Well, Eight of Wands, the communication you don't want to have. Rest, peace, meditate, and breathe. You don't want to talk. You're on a sabbatical, right? You're trying to heal. You can't, every time you, the truce comes with strings, because it's going to wind up being the same old shit, and you'll never get away from them. And you can't do that anymore. Here it is, the conversation that's killing you. About the game. You're not going to play the game no more. You're going to walk away. It's the game is killing you. This relationship is a manipulation because they want your money. And you love them. To cut someone out that you never thought you would. You know in your heart you'd be happier. It would be no problem for you. You would recover quickly. You would be happy on your own. But all you ever wanted was for everybody to get along. And you're of two minds about it. You're in the doorway of freedom. That's probably why they showed up. They know that you're almost beyond their reach. Their manipulations. This is awful. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. You may hear some crap. I forgot to get the bandana out. It's probably covered with hair, and we don't care. Okay. And then this is a summary from Spirit. You just playing these games, these foolish games. What is that, a Jewel song? Foolish games. It's destroying you. You're pulling yourself apart. So, here's your advice from the I Want My Money Back Oracle. See what's real. You're suspicious. You know he's lying. Observe with clarity. True insight lies beyond the surface. And then I got you a chubby chick. It says, take control of your own narrative. Write your own story. Don't leave it up to them. Move on. Write them out of your story. Observe with clarity. True insight lies beyond the surface. Whatever that means. 5, 6, 7, 8 of Cups. Leave. You're leaving. You're going to walk away. Tired of all the fighting? There you go to your island, and don't come over either, because that's you're it takes two, but you're one, right? Don't come talk to me unless you're going to... Don't make me say it. I will say it. Choose. You choose to be alone. You're trying not to say it. Deception, avoiding, and pitfalls. You feel like it is a big pitfall. Though, what would be the worst? It's just going to be the same old fucking fight. Appreciation of the small blessings. Well, at least you could be... You got a little cabin, right? You got a little place to hide away, but it could be a van down on the river, and you have everything you need, and you're protected. Put your best foot forward. Winter's coming. Eclipse. The union of opposites. This could be pulled in two different directions, but you know that you've been betrayed and will be again. You conceal yourself. You conceal what you're thinking behind a mask. They have no idea the thoughts going on in your head. And you've been upstaged. And now you recover and you reemerge. You've got to get your confidence back. You've got to recharge. You're going to transform. And right now you're camouflaging. You've gone away because you don't want to be seen. You don't want to see them at all. And you don't want to be seen either because you feel vulnerable. So you're going to go hide and recover from this loss of power and a temporary block, support, sudden darkness, and a reveal. Your moon will be revealed. You're going to tell some unpleasant truths, or you're going to learn one, perhaps. Learning an unpleasant, like the truth of it wasn't fucking worth it. Don't do it again. Don't do it again. But see, you haven't forgotten it. And all their pleading and promises do not overshadow what they did to you in the past. And you have not forgotten. So will you, won't you, do you, don't you? You have. You could help. But should you? Write your own story. Stop letting them lead you around by the nose from one crisis to crisis. You should be suspicious, because they're going to draw you back in an unpleasant, an unpredictable, unbalanced place, and you seek balance. Balance is happiness to you. You equate balance with happiness, if you would admit it. They do not offer you balance. They offer you chaos and sadness. Your card is that of the fox. You should try to be a clever girl. You must be quick to move out of your comfort zone, especially when the situation calls for immediate responsiveness and flexibility. Open your mind to new ways of doing things. Once you do, get ready for good luck and opportunities to come your way. Now remember, you are out of your comfort zone because someone has left the table and you're filling in. It's your spot now, right? You could look at it as an upgrade. You could look at it as a terrible burden, because you're not used to doing that. Any of it, right? And you've got to learn. And you are gullible. And all you ever wanted was for everybody to get along. And you are right to be suspicious. No would be my answer. Don't dumb yourself down. Look for the good luck. Put yourself in position to be available for good luck. And the circus is in town, so be careful.